Namaste, and welcome to your August 2019 Ascension Energy Forecast.
Whew, I almost wondered why you didn't say 2020, because can you feel it? There has been such a dramatic and profound energy shift on the planet. Now, before we go any further, Sri and I first want to apologize if there's been any confusion. This is our official August Ascension Energy Forecast. It is a short yet very important update for the month. However, every week we have been making available via our radio shows additional updates because that's the times we're in.
Yeah, every week we offer 3 shows, and on Saturday it's the hashtag Lineage Holder Weekly Energy Update.
Power-filled.
Power-filled. It will help support you on your journey of awakening as a lineage holder. Sunday, Sri and Kira Live, the voice of passionate action. That's noon Pacific every Sunday. We continue every week with Ascension Energy Updates.
It's basically the updates of this video every Sunday, noon Pacific time, right here at OfficialSriandKira at YouTube. And I would just like to share that on Thursdays, I have been very, very blessed with a brand new syndicated show called Soul Mirrors, Be Amazed. And it features wonderful, amazing, fascinating co-hosts every week where we're really sharing our story as each story, and very much has become a support room for all of us on the journey. And on all of our shows, Sri and I do take your calls live. So, hey, check that out. So let's get back to the subject at hand. August. And I think you can tell just by our graphic behind us here that this is an extraordinary month. And the first thing we want to share with you is that the overall energy of August is actually the rise of the Ascended Mother. Now, as you breathe that in, I'm going to move over toward my beloved here and just share with you that you're going to be able to see that right there over my shoulder is Ma Kali. Yeah. Now, Ma Kali is how this Ascended Mother energy is coming forward. So it's a lot to take in, and it's a beautiful month to actually unpack and live.
And one of the dynamisms of this time, we're broadcasting to you right at the end of July, and the Mercury retrograde, which has richly impacted July, is a month. July, the theme was about resolution, and we're still kind of just finishing that up as we head toward the very first days of August, where Mercury goes stationary.
Yeah,
and so you may feel a little bit of this energy back and forth the first week of August. However, the rest of August is going to very much confront you with the energy of the Ascended Mother. Now let's unwind that a little further.
Yeah, let's go further, because first of all, I also just kind of threw this image of Kali Ma at you, and actually Kali Ma is the exquisite example of the Ascended Mother. I adore Kali Ma because while she is so frequently misunderstood, what the Kali Ma energy is really doing is coming in to remind us that when we let the head lead, when we stay in our head, when we let the ego really be in control, and if we're in our head, our ego is in control, then sometimes the best thing to do is just chop it off. And Kali Ma was in such a fury and slaying all the demons. There were so many demons. You ever feel like that, right? You slay one demon in your life and go, how did 5 more pop up, right? So she was in this rampage slaying the demons, and it was Lord Shiva who just laid beneath her feet in complete trust. And when she gazed down and saw with her sword held high who it was, her tongue unrolled as the release of all that was left of ego, and transcendence and true empowerment came in. An empowered mother will, of course, hold you, but an empowered mother will love you enough to get out of your way and let you discover the journey you must take. That's a big, huge energy for August. I know it takes my breath away. Yeah. We are all in it. And so this is a moment, and it's a choice month. And we're going to talk about that more in just a moment, because we're not going to have another choice month in front of us until November. And that's very, very ominous. However, there comes a moment in our lives when we must trust. We just have to trust the circumstances, the situations, what's going on, and we just have to recognize that everything around us has conspired for us to trust. And let us not, think about everything around you right now. You have one of 2 choices, and August is a choice month coming out of the July resolution. What are those choices you have in front of you? Trust or more fear and anger? trust or more fear and anger. It's a choice month in the energy of the ascended Ma Kali. Whew, big stuff.
Big stuff. And so let's just offer you one more way of understanding that.
Yeah.
When we choose to trust, we're saying, I surrender to love.
Right.
I surrender to my divine essence, the essence of all that is, and I trust that the flow that is before me is intended to support my healing and upliftment.
Yeah.
As opposed to when we anchor in a fear-based paradigm, it's a more egoic paradigm, we try to control, we try to polarize, we try to add values of right and wrong. And so really the choice in August is, are you going to accept your divine inheritance? Are you going to accept what is occurring in your life? Or are you going to anchor in the denial of it and just push it away?
And let's talk about that. We're going to put up a graphic here. And as you're gazing at this graphic, what this graphic is showing you, and look for the video coming up on YouTube in the next week about the rise of the fear dimension. That goopy thing you're seeing around that watery third dimension that's collapsing within itself is the rise of a fear dimension. And that is actually causing the erosion of the fifth dimension, which is what's causing the instability. Now, coming back here, okay, if you want to learn more about that, seriously watch the video and listen to our radio shows. We've already been talking about it. Looking behind us right now, you see this yin yang? You notice that both the light and the dark have their eyes wide open. August is that month. This is why that ascended mother presence, which has nothing to do with sex or gender, it has everything to do with an energy. The ascended mother presence is what will assist you to recognize that everything is finding its balance in August. Remember, what was the promise of the July energy? That by the end of the month, you would know where you stand.
Yes.
Well, now that you know where you stand, how are you claiming your balance? Because in August, everything is finding its balance, and the energy of the resolution from July, and remember that retrograde is going to have its hangover till August 15th. Literally, think about the balance mid-month, right? It comes in the middle of a week, August 1. It comes in the middle of the week. The shadow stays till August 15th. Balance, balance, balance. But here's what's most important. Because of the resolution from July and the balancing energy that is coming forward in August, this is the month to form the foundation of the next full year. This is why it has all been about waking up, waking up, waking up. I'm going to put in that little picture again one more time showing the fear dimension. By the end of this year, it will be so much harder to wake up. And that's the intention. The intention of all this rise in fear is that it's actually the food. And so when you are afraid, when you are angry, you are feeding that which you are trying to release.
Yes,
and so why not recognize, and I think it's just so beautiful that we have just posted an article and the cosmic Essene came forward. And so because of what's happening on the planet, because of all the energy, because of this picture that we've been showing you in this new fear dimension, watch the video. Physical symptomology, right? Lots and lots of people on the pathway are going well beyond traditional ascension symptoms. The cosmic Essene came forward. We have an incredible Insoulment. We have posted it as an article at SriandKira.com. And Sri wants to share a little bit because it's how to live with ascension energy, right? Aren't we needing to know how to live with this?
This is a dynamic time, and this collapse of the fourth dimension into the third, which started a little while back, and the fear dimension is what's happening is it's getting harder to open up and receive guidance unless you've opened it up.
Yes.
If your channel is open, keep going, you're fine. But for those that are kind of wobbling, do I trust this intuitive connection or not, it's going to get a lot more challenging to pop through.
Yes,
now this wonderful article that came through, it has a couple of really important points in it about Christ energy.
And read the full article.
And Ascension energy, and I want to just share a few lines. So here's one thing that they offer to you, and this may help you understand why you are having things in your body flaring up. Within Ascension energy, all that is unlike light will dissolve. All that is unlike light must dissolve. When you step into Ascension energy, sometimes you must leap into the void. It may feel as if you are dying, as if everything inside of you is dying, as if everything is being questioned, as if everything must turn around again.
Yes.
Honor your intuition. And as you honor your intuition, you release the doubt molecules that hold you in density.
Yeah, breathe, huh?
And there's so much more in this,
Yes.
this wonderful message. And I just want to offer an embrace of love and compassion for so many people are going through vertigo and dizziness and life readjustments. The energy that is upon this little segment of the universe on our playground here on Earth is really kind of offering that opportunity to pop or to move into denial. And those are kind of the choices that are available in August.
And this is what August is going to do. Through the rise of the Ascended Mother, you will be invited to trust even more, or you're going to become even more afraid. You will either be feeding the fear dimension, or you will be supported outside of it. Either way, you will be having the experience that will call forward extraordinary balance.
Yes.
What is the foundation that will carry you through the next year? Will it be a foundation of trust and upliftment, or will it be a foundation of anger and fear? One of those is foundationalizing. You have the choice. Remember, we will not see another choice month until next November. Please join us every Sunday at noon Pacific time live right here at YouTube, OfficialSriandKira, where we offer weekly energy updates. It's an important month to enjoy them. Please also check out the video on the fear dimension. It will be live up at YouTube by August 2nd. We love you with all our heart.
Beloved ones, this is the moment to say yes to you. Namaste.